As I mentioned before, in this lesson we will see some sentences using the verb ser, or to be, in the past, present and future tenses. So if you haven't seen my previous lesson where I show how to conjugate verb ser into past, present and future, I strongly recommend you go to that previous lesson and see how to conjugate it into all these tenses, okay? As you can see here in green, I have written the meaning of these sentences on the left hand side of the whiteboard, okay? Let's begin with the first one. Yo soy Rodrigo. This means I am Rodrigo. This is the verb to be, ser, verbo ser, in present tense, conjugated for the first person of the singular, for I, yo, right? And since in Spanish the person is already implied in the verb, the conjugated verb, like here, then the subject pronoun yo or I is redundant, right? So that means that we can omit it or we can include it, right? So we can simply say soy Rodrigo, right? Or we can say yo soy Rodrigo if we want to specify, to be a bit more redundant, to be more specific, that I am Rodrigo, okay? So many times people actually add the person, the subject pronoun, although it is not necessary, but just in order to give stronger feeling to the sentence, okay? For more emphasis. Juan va a ser padre. Juan va a ser padre. This means Juan will become father, right? Literally, word by word, it's Juan is going to be father, or will be father. This means in Spanish, I know in English it sounds awkward and it's wrong, but in Spanish, when you say Juan va a ser padre, you mean that he's gonna have a son, right? Or he's gonna have a child, and then he will become father, okay? Same thing, va a ser madre means will become mother. Él fue mi alumno. He was my student. Tú eres mi amigo. Tú eres mi amigo. You are my friend. Okay? You can see fue is past tense for he. Eres is present tense for you. Ellos fueron profesores. Ellos fueron profesores. 4 syllables. Profesores. Profesores. They were teachers or professors. Yo fui atleta. Yo fui atleta. I was an athlete, right? Only that in Spanish you simply say atleta. You don't need to say un atleta, right? Because it's abstract, right? I was athlete. That's how you would say it in Spanish. And now look at this. This is the verb to be, ser, but with a different connotation. Look at this. Fueron ellos. This means it was them, right? Fui yo. It was me. If I say I was something, yo fui algo, But if I say fui yo, it was me. Fueron ellos, it was them. Specifying who was it, it was them. Fue ella, it was her. Right? So when you want to give that connotation, you first say the verb and then the subject, okay? If not, the usual way of speaking and writing in Spanish is always first the subject pronoun and later the conjugated verb, like all these examples here, okay? And like here. Tú serás un gran actor. Tú serás un gran actor. It means you will be a great actor. Now, vosotros, for you plural, vosotros tres seréis grandes comediantes. Vosotros tres seréis grandes comediantes. This means the three of you, vosotros tres means the three of you will be great comedians, right? So, grandes comediantes, right? Grandes for great. And since we are talking about plural, we say grandes and comediantes. So, vosotros tres, word by word, this would translate as you three, right? And it would mean the three of you. Vosotros tres seréis grandes comediantes. Okay, this is all for today, and next lesson I want to start showing you how to translate the verb estar, okay, into past, present and future. And the verb estar together with the verb ser corresponds to the English verb to be, right? But when do we use estar and when do we use ser? That's something I've taught already in the lesson number 4, so I strongly recommend you go to lesson number 4 to see which is the difference between verb ser and the verb estar, right? When we use one, when we use the other one, although in English they both translate as verb to be. So I want to show you this verb estar in past, present and future. I already showed you before this verb in present, but now we will see this again and we will add past and future as we did already with the verb ser, okay? So I see you next time. Goodbye.